What you're describing is great compassion, wanting others to have what you know they can have, and to see them not get it is heartbreaking. Sadness in you and hurt and anguish. To throw a life raft into the water and to see a person not take it right beside them and drowning and gurgling. It's horrific, overwhelming. So sometimes you have to be aware that when your compassion and passion is actually trying to force somebody into the life ring, so you hit them in the face a few times, you have to be aware of when you are more than is appropriate. You'll become like the spouse. You hit 100. So when you're acting and doing your passion in fear, you need to check when it's in fear. Because that's when, if I can't make you take this, I will have to see something that will tear me to pieces. And I don't want to see it. So that's yours. On the other hand, I have been told so many times, a dear friend of mine says to me, you don't realize that you are, you think you're just patting somebody in the back, but you're pounding them into the ground. You don't realize you're not just in a conversation, Chip, you participate in the conversation. You're paying attention, and it's scary to people. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just want them to see. I just want them there. And another guy told me, you know what your problem is? You try to help people, don't ask for it. So, and so your willingness, in my opinion, to grieve better. There's something Jesus said at the end of Matthew, I think it's 23:37. He went down all the woe to you Pharisees. You keep piling stuff up. You white sepulchres that you whitewash the outside and the inside's rotting, and you burden the people. And then at the end of it, he said, "Oh, Jerusalem, Jerusalem, how I longed to gather you under my wings like a mother hen and chicks, but you refused." Anger and wound and hurt about the very people he wanted to have what he came to give them would not take it. He was not allowed in the house. And I just wonder sometimes if you may experience that kind of heartbreak yourself. And I would like for you to consider that how you grew up, there was a lot around you that looked hopeless and helpless, and you were able to help some, but not help others, and left you in a position that can sometimes make you try to fix the world. So you're going to have to ask people that you're talking to, if they get, like, what's your experience of me right now? And they say, hey, it's a little much. And you're going to get hurt because you may experience them telling you to back away. But what they're asking you is to slow down, because they may want what you have, but you may be too much. This same friend of mine calls me Willie B. Apparently there was a gorilla in the zoo. You know, yes. Yes. And Samsonite brought the suitcases down to show how tough they were. They put a suitcase in Willie B's cage. He tore it to shreds. So they went to Minnesota or something and found another gorilla that couldn't tear it apart. Well, I understand that Willie B had a television and wore a diaper, had a swing. And when he died, 5,000 people came to the funeral, including the mayor. So they call me Willie B. If I get up and get real involved in something, they pull out a pair of keys and go. They shake them and act like they're throwing them. He'll chase them. They try to distract me. So you will need lots of feedback about letting yourself feel hurt and lonely, because the more you care, the more pain you're going to have, the more rejection you're going to experience, and the more feedback you're going to need to take if you want to really create and give.